We're back. We're back and we're better, man.
Back and better.
Dogmatic opinions.
Episode who knows?
Episode who knows, man.
Episode who knows?
Who knows? But
we haven't actually been gone.
Well, yeah, they'll get a little compilation. They'll get a little compilation. You can do a compilation for them. Oh shit, this guy's mic already coming out. But glad to be here. Glad for y'all to be seeing the content. We miss you guys. Love you guys. Life's been crazy, man. Life's been crazy. A lot of additions. A lot of new things. Work.
Lots of work.
Holy guys.
Lots of work. It's hard to work and do a podcast. To be honest.
It's
hard to work and do anything.
Have a crib, a car. Just complaining. Just little life complainings. But holy, back in business. Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate's
huge.
Media.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
And they were saying the reason he's everywhere is because he has like this pyramid, like Hustlers University, his school, his class, whatever, that he gets people in his class to be like, oh, if you make an account with me on it, just promote me, you'll make money off of me. But he's making publicity, so he's making more money. It's genius.
Like the way I've been seeing videos about it is like this guy gets a lot of people who are very into what he's saying. I'll say that. A lot of people who are very into what he's saying. A cult.
It's a cult. It's a cult following. He admitted to it. He's like, yeah, it's a cult if you want to call it that.
So they're writing out for like it's up in it.
He could do anything, but they'll believe in him. That's a cult.
And from what I've been seeing, like they're funding it. They're pissed off though because they're really not making money. They're getting views. They're doing a lot of things like that. But they're not getting money. Like, it just makes him more famous, which is to me is like
they're getting money. You get money off of views and likes and subs.
So much other people are doing it.
But they're still huge though. Like when I'm on the YouTube Shorts, it's YouTube Shorts, and I'll press on the account anyways. Yeah, I see the subscribers. I'm like 400, 500, 600,000. Like because you didn't even do anything. You took a clip. Like it's kind of easy money,
and the way it is, like
we should just post an Andrew Tate clip on a podcast and get like 600,000 followers.
Probably
we're one of the biggest podcasts.
But even seeing like I see a lot of people that also like don't fuck with what he's doing. Like don't fuck with him as a person.
Do you think? Yeah, there's tons who dislike him. Do you think there's more people that like him, or that there's more people that dislike him?
I would say that from my observations, a lot of males tend to
agree with him
because you see what he's saying sometimes, and like I'm not saying all of it's factual, but there's some truth in some matters. But then also this guy just exaggerates and says some outrageous shit sometimes. And that's where it like throws it off.
He discredits himself.
Exactly.
If he didn't say wild things and he stuck to just like this is how the world works, this is the economy, this is how the world goes around. Those things, when he speaks on them, it's like he has a very valid understanding of it. He definitely knows what he's talking about, but then he gets a little too emotional in his opinion sometimes and gets a little too opinionated of, I think this about women, like I own my woman and this and that. It's like, that's when they come for you. You
can't be saying like nonsense like that, like, oh, you like being so possessive, like I own, like you can't own another person, like that doesn't go on for times like now.
But same ways, sometimes, like I saw him on his one podcast, the Barstool one, Dave Portnoy, and they kind of twist what he's saying, but at the same time not, because he's making an outrageous claim. Like he asked him, planes going down, 10 years experience, both pilots, do you want a man or a woman? And the guy doesn't really answer. He kind of waits to see what Andrew says. Andrew says, I want a man 10 out of 10 times. I believe men can make better decisions under pressure and not let emotions influence their decisions. He's like, that's why I want a male pilot. He's like, does that mean I want men taking care of my kid at a daycare? No, I would never drop off my kid at an all men's daycare. Women are just better at nurturing and nursing. Like, he's like, he's not sexist, is what he says. He thinks women are better. He'll choose a woman for some things and he'll choose a man for some things. Just people, different genders have different roles, and that's what he believes. And then the other person was like, I would take a woman pilot. There's no difference. And he's like, well, there is a difference, and we just see different. Like, I think there's a difference. You don't think there is, and whatever. But then then later on in that same podcast, he's saying, oh, well, if I have a woman, like, she belongs to me. She's not, he didn't say she's his possession, but something along those lines. And he's like, if I'm responsible for something, it has to listen to me. So he said, like, if you have a dog, that dog has to listen to you. Because if it goes and bites somebody, it doesn't go on the dog, it goes on to you. You didn't train your dog. That dog bit somebody. Now you have to pay the fine for it. You have to do whatever. And he's like, if you have a child, the child's bad at school, it doesn't go onto the child, it goes on to you. You're the parent, they call you. The child has to listen to you, the dog has to listen to you. Yeah. And then they kind of twisted it because he's making an analogy, which I see what he's doing, but they kind of twisted it of like, oh, you just compared a woman to a dog and a child. So it's like, they can say that, but at the same time, I don't think that that's what he was saying. I don't think that's what he was doing.
Well, like, in my head, like, he knows what he's doing, you know, like when he says certain things like that and how satisfying and like off-putting it could be. It'd be like, oh, you're basically just saying this, and then you're gonna be like, oh no, technically, like, you're gonna be now on like technicalities, you know, you're gonna be like, oh, I technically didn't say this, but it's like, oh, it just sounds like this, and you know it sounded like this. You know? I feel like that's a lot of things, like, because we will see like him talk about how, like, you seen the one about the coffee, like, oh, so basically like he would want his wife or like his woman to make him like 2 coffee or like 1 coffee or 2 coffees, and it was like 2 coffees, and like one he'll actually drink, the other one like he's just, like, for nothing. And then it was like, oh, what if she questions it? And he's like, well, every day of my life I'm gonna be ready to like put my life on the line for you. I saw that. Now that you say that, I remember. So then I was like, oh, I see what he's saying, but like that's a fucking waste of coffee. It's a waste, and it's every day. You know, it's like just to prove a point. Like that's just to prove a point. Like just to be, like it's kind of like you have to have that dominance over someone. That's like I feel like people feel like it's uncomfortable because like, we shouldn't have to feel like someone is the dominant one or not, because people don't like to feel like someone's dominant. Like not all people, I should say that. Not all people. Some people do. Some people do. You know, whatever you like, do your thing. Do your thing. Real talks, but it's like you don't want to be like. Not everyone's gonna be like, oh, I like this, because not every female's the same. Not every guy's the same. You know, so it's just like, and like with the thing where he's saying I'm ready to put my life on the line and all that. Like he also says in that same thing, the reason why he said, oh, I'm responsible for this woman. He's like, because I pay her bills, I buy her food, I buy her clothes, everything she needs, I give it to her. So she owes me attentiveness. Like she has to listen to what I say. That was his point, was I provide. So he always talks about like, I'm a provider. Like I'm a Christian and I read the Bible, and in the Bible, you know, you're a provider for your family and your woman. And that's his philosophy. That's how he lives, is if I provide, then I'm like, you know, man of the house. I what I say goes. He believes that if he provides the money, the shelter, the protection, that he has entitlement to these things. And so that's, I think, the biggest problem that people have with him is a lot of people agree. Yeah, if you're providing for the family and all that, you should have the most say in the household or whatever it is. And the other people are like, okay, you can provide, but women, either some people say women don't need you to provide for them or this and that, or some people say, okay, just providing doesn't mean anything. You don't get to tell people what to do. But it's like, you know, it's just, I think it's just two sides of whatever. But like, you know, and then, even the thing, like putting the life on line, he was on another show, you know, Aiden Ross. Yeah. It was Aiden Ross and XQC, like this Twitch streamer. And he asked XQC, like, you're in bed with your wife, somebody breaks in, who's going downstairs? And he's like, the streamer was like, nobody, neither of us, we're staying up there. And he's like, you're telling me you're not gonna go protect your wife? And he's like, no, what the hell? If like, how am I supposed to beat him up? What if he has a gun? He's like, well, you should have a gun as a man to protect your wife, protect your home. What if you have kids in the house? Are you just gonna leave? You know, what are you gonna do? Somebody breaks into your house, you have kids. You're gonna go downstairs and get them, or are you gonna let them get to your kids? And he's like, no. He's like, nah. You know, what am I gonna do? Both of us are gonna run. Let's put our lives. Well, the kids weren't part of his equation. Yeah. The way I see it is like kids and whatever. But he's like, no, our lives. We should like hide in the room. Maybe he won't come upstairs, or we go out the window. But then Tate just sees it as, go downstairs, protect your house, protect your family, bring a weapon.
That's how he sees it. And it's just like he's a protector. Men are protectors. Like that's something that people expect from men. Because then it's, at the same time, women kind of expect that. I would say most women expect you're walking down the street with your girlfriend. There's a confrontation. You are expected to protect her in a physical altercation. Maybe not verbal.
If it involves a male.
If it involves a male. Or,
it's going to be like, oh, what am I really supposed to do?
Or like, let's just say a female's in danger. Who's expected to protect?
Yeah, but that's like from
men are attacking a woman.
Like everyone wants to be Superman, all this, all that.
Let's say you're walking down the street.
Boom, bada bing.
You're walking down the street. There's men harassing or attacking a woman. You personally, what are you doing?
Like I'm gonna do it for anyone.
Anyone.
In my point.
This is a female. You just see she's in danger.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to help out as much as I can.
Are you gonna protect the woman?
As much as I can, yeah. That doesn't put my life at risk.
You not knowing the situation. She could be in the wrong. She could be in the right. You're going to step in.
If I see that she's like in danger, yes. But then like same way, if I seen a guy who's in danger, then yeah, cause I'll be like.
Are you more inclined to help a woman in danger than help a man in danger?
Yeah, me personally, I would say, yeah, but just like in the sense of like, I don't know, just like the way I was raised. Like,
I'm the same way. I agree with you. Like I do security. I've seen things. I've seen a man outside of where I work put his hands like on a woman, grab her, this, that, and I see the girl's distressed. I have to go step out. Yeah. I have to go do something. If I see a man and a man outside arguing, pushing each other, to be honest, I could care less. Unless it gets real serious, that's not my problem. But when I see because the way I see it, both men can equally defend themselves. Mm. You see a man and a woman, let's be honest, that woman cannot equally defend herself against that man.
Yeah, depending on how the size.
It could be like some professional fighting woman and some little scrawny man. Yeah, but the average man, the average woman, that man is at an advantage.
5'11", 5'7", something around that.
Specifically, even for the situation I saw, that man was at an advantage. If I didn't do something, if I didn't go out there and step in, could have been bad for the woman.
Who knows?
I've seen you see things like that. I think men are just more inclined to protect a woman. I think it's like instinct or biological. Whereas you look at a man in danger,
I feel like it is like
you don't care as much.
Movies and books and all those things, like there's a princess that gets saved by the Prince Charming.
The knight shining armor, stuff like that, or superheroes.
It's in her blood.
I think it's instinct in your biology, ancestors,
It goes way back. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, and then that's why he takes that philosophy of this is biblical. This is what my ancestors did. My ancestors hunted while the women of the village gathered. You go hunt the prey. They gather the berries. Everybody comes home. Everybody does their part. Just they have, the women gather, the men hunt. That's the way he sees it. But he's getting so much backlash for that. But I think it's because he's not careful with his words. He doesn't think before he talks sometimes. He gets himself into some stickies.
It's on purpose because at the end of the day, if you're controversial, you'll make the media. And he knows that.
He's a genius.
Because look,
marketing genius.
Logan Paul, Jake Paul, for example. Mm-hmm. That's a perfect example.
6'9".
6'9".
Marketing geniuses.
KSI at times, Mm-hmm.
A lot of people.
Just any UFC fighter. If you want to make the big bucks, you got to be saying the most outrageous shit. You got to be boom, boom, boom.
The guy who passed away. Remember he would interview the girls. How tall are you? How much do you weigh? Whatever. It's controversial, but he went.
Who passed away?
Kevin Samuels.
Oh,
I think.
Yeah.
But he was controversial, but he went viral.
And I've heard something of how similar him and Andrew Tate are, and I'm God, I feel like I started seeing Kevin Samuels before Andrew Tate.
Yeah, he was around first. 100%.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, and videos and whatnot. So then, what they're saying, a lot of them are just talking about being a high valued man and things like that. Of what they do to get to where they are. Mm-hmm. Because they'll put it into just simple terms for you guys. They're just saying guys, stop simping for a girl that's not yours. That's basically what they're saying. All that. Don't be doing the most and getting the least. That's basically that's what they're really saying. Don't be doing the most and getting the least. Yep. So then I see the trend in that they say some you're gonna have to find some victims and it'd be boom, you feel like you're different from my opinion. Now I'm gonna have to roast you, and say something real outrageous. It's gonna be in the media for a bit.
But like Kevin Samuels, he would like, bring people to reality, because every man wants like, a Kim Kardashian or whatever it is. Realistically, not Kim, but like, they want. Kim's a high value woman.
I don't want a Kim K.
No, I don't want a Kim K. But I'm saying a lot of men do. But like, he'll bring them to reality. How are you supposed to get that woman? Because it goes both ways. It like, people think it's very targeted at women. I want a guy who's this tall.
Yo, you seen the whole Bumble reports? The dating app.
Yeah, it's all 6 foot and above.
6 foot.
There was a little bit for 5'4". You saw 5'4" was the lowest. There was a little bit. Some women are just looking for love.
Yeah, it's like they put the thing just like, if they're not 6 foot, like that's
don't show me.
That's the minimum.
I don't want to see it. Yeah. And
they're 5'11".
But maybe you look at the men's statistics too, because it goes both ways. Yeah. Men are probably looking for one type of thing, like, I don't know, but
I don't know.
Maybe things more controllable, like
these apps in general. And I'll just say, like, from like talking with like friends, like I've actually had a conversation with like some of my female friends, and like how, like, what's it look like for you, like on your side, and like the input they get, like, like different ones were like, people like what they like, so how you want to view her is how you view her, but regardless, the income that they get, like, the mail's crazy for them.
Of messages?
Yeah. And like, however you want to view how she looks, all this, all that.
Yeah.
All of them. Messages are there.
Yeah, there's a whole pool of them. Like, she could reach in, pick something, like.
Because a lot of people,
a lot of the men on there, like.
Depends what you want to use that app for.
It depends, yeah. But like,
in love, or you can just get to the action.
Yeah. And like, do you think those 6 foot and above people, what do you think they're looking for? Love or action?
I can't tell you.
Now, men on the app, what do you think they're mostly looking for? Love or action? Most, in general.
Most? I'll say, some action.
Some action. So what do you think their searches look like? Like, women got that 6 foot. What do you think men are looking for? It's a little more diverse when it comes to men.
Men, I feel like, just like, you could change like the ethnic groups and all that. So it's like,
oh, that's true.
So
because I'm thinking like brown hair, blonde hair, whatever. But that's all stuff women can control.
Yeah.
But then like, the height for the women, it's like, they want 6 foot and above. Men can't control that.
Say like ethnic group, men would control if they want like certain quality. I've heard a lot of men like, some guys just want Asian girls, and they may just press for that.
Just
category.
filter it.
Some want some Latinas, some want some black girls.
Yeah.
It just depends.
Yeah.
Depends on how you're feeling.
So who do you think has an advantage in that space? Tinder, whatever it is. Bumble. Who do you think has the advantage, men or women?
Bumble's the one females have to message first.
Females have to message first?
Yeah, I think that's how it goes. Like, or like the girl. Like, I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
That's how Bumble works?
Yeah, the girl message you first, like that.
Okay, so exclude Bumble. Let's say Tinder. Who do you think has the advantage? Men or women? In that space. In terms of getting what they want out of it. Women?
I'll just say like the likelihood, but it's just more like selective. I feel like women, like, overall in those apps, and I'm not a girl, so I really can't even speak too much on, like, this is just my opinion of like conversations I've had with some, and it's like, they have more room to be selective. Sometimes, let's say. But then that's just like depends on the guy. At the end of the day, like, maybe like you're only you're not swiping on everybody. So unless you're the type of guy to swipe on everyone, you're not swiping.
I've walked past that guy before.
I know some
like this.
Everybody gets that swipe for them. So it's like, that's why I'm like, how much people are in that category of like everyone gets that swipe, and how much people are like, okay, I'm real selective. I've seen qualities I like. I read the bio. You see the bio.
Okay, so now on these apps, you got men. You have one picture to show yourself. What are men showing and what are women showing? Because the way I see it, women can put their body on there and get a lot of attention, whereas men, like this shows society, men, you have to show, for example, Kevin Samuels, Andrew Tate, you're a high value man. You're probably on that picture with your car, dressed in your best outfit.
Car might help.
Something that shows you bring value. Because a man on those apps in society, regardless, you have to show what value you bring.
Valentino. things like that. But nah, car definitely might put the likage up. You know, that's whips are definitely.
But like, just like not specifically, but I'm saying like you have to show your value as a man.
Yeah,
in terms of what you provide, right? Which makes you a high value man.
Show your status.
Your status. Whereas women.
Status matters. Status matters.
For men.
Yeah.
Because a high value man can go
like,
with a woman
saying, like,
whether she's broke or rich, but as long as she's hot.
I just feel like
the men don't care.
Like, you know, there's less guys care about a female status. You know,
because a man cares about his own status. To be honest, as a man, you're focused on your own success.
Yeah.
Because it's a competitive world out there for men.
And all that stuff. So down the line, you definitely have to focus.
You have an expectation of yourself to provide. Eventually, for yourself, most men expect, I'm gonna have a family one day. I'm gonna have a car, a house, this and that. But you don't expect to gain that from a relationship. You expect to have that to gain a relationship.
But I don't think. Okay, I lied. I was about to say I don't think some people think like that. I would say some people think that like, they're gonna expect a car and all these things out of a relationship. But I would just say like I've seen it both ways.
I'm not saying women do.
People get bops and got a whip. And I've seen some crazy things.
I've seen some things.
So like exactly.
But I'm not saying like, no. That's not even what I was saying. Like I'm not saying women expect that from a relationship. But I'm saying men. I don't think there's a man out there. I think there are women out there who have that expectation. I think a very small amount of women. I don't think most women are like that. But I don't think there's half the size of that little group of men compared to women that ever expect to gain anything from a relationship without providing. Like, you know, as a man, you have an expectation from yourself, but also society. You have to have a car. You have to have a house. You have to have stable income, good career, and money. How are you going to provide for yourself, kids, and your wife? You know, you are expected that. That's not to say you do everything, pay every bill. Yeah. You still, you know, the higher your value as a man, the higher expectation you have of, okay, my wife's going to pay her phone bill, buy the groceries or whatever it is. Doesn't matter. Like, maybe you swap. Maybe you buy groceries, she pays for the car. Doesn't matter, but you expect her to provide something. Or sometimes there's men who just want to provide everything, but
I think that's dangerous to want to provide everything. I think that gives a lot of people like they feel like they're entitled and
when does that ever like?
I don't think that ever works. 50, like, I don't think 50-50 works. But,
in a healthy relationship, no.
I just don't think people like 50-50.
Oh no.
I don't think people ideally like 50-50.
No. I don't think men. I think men here, tell me if I'm right or wrong. Men feel good when they provide.
Yeah.
That's how men gain satisfaction. It's like instinctual to us. It's in our biology.
Like in a sense,
you feel good to provide.
Yeah, I feel like what do you think about providing? Like, what do you think? What's a key example?
Security. You are safe and stable. You have a house to come to. You know, don't worry. Come to me. You're safe.
Yeah.
Providing.
Okay, I'll give you that.
I'm not saying, oh, I want to provide by, oh, you want a handbag, you want a ring, oh, let me buy that for you. That's not providing to me. I'm talking about you come to me and you'll live.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a man thing.
Everyone wants to be Rambo.
Exactly. Exactly. And then it's just like, that's an expectation also in society.
I don't feel like a lot of people have that problem. I feel like the problem becomes like, buying like, and I'm just like on a small scale. It starts with like, let's say, and I'll go both ways. I'll even go both ways. So maybe something happened to your car. You want her to pitch into your car. You're pitching into her car. She's gonna pitch into your car. She wants nails, hair, different things like that. Because they both can end up realistically costing like $500 plus, depending on like what you guys get. Shoes, like nails, like like just different accessories like that. Because that's why I know girls who pitch it, like they pitch into cars. Like I know some very healthy relationships where they're both pitching to what they both enjoy. So that's why I'll say like that's when things work out. But that's like at the end of the day, it's still not 50-50.
Is that redundant though? If her nails are $500, my car's $500. Why don't I just pay for my car? You pay for your nails.
This was one time. Like,
so the thing that I see, like as a man, if my car, well, no, but what I'm saying is, I don't expect a woman to pay for my car unless she's either driving my car or I drive her to work or something. If that girl has nothing to do with my car, like I have nothing to do with her nails. Will it make her happy? Sure, I might gain satisfaction making her happy, or maybe I just like to make her happy. Okay, I'll do it. But in terms of a car, like a car being a necessity, if I don't drive her places, if she doesn't drive my car, she doesn't put in gas, or I don't put gas to drive her places. If my car is not being used for her, I can never ask that girl to pay for my car. Even if I buy her nails. Because the nails is like a gift. Like a gift is a gift, but a car, like,
it's a gift that like some expect. Some. Oh. Some.
What? Like nails?
Yeah. Like
yeah.
Gift, and like some like car modifications. Some expect. Some expect. Some guys expect that.
From a girl?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. That's crazy. For me personally, like, just, I don't know, maybe I got too much pride. I'm not letting nobody buy me nothing when it comes to, like,
in general, like, more times, like,
buy me food, maybe, okay.
You're not the type of guy that wants to feel like you got handouts and whatnot. So therefore, that's
I work too much.
Exactly. So that's just you as a character. I feel like just in general, some people would prefer, like,
that is unbelievable to me. Like, you're telling me right now, and I'm actually having a hard time believing you that, like, a man will allow somebody to buy them something, not even saying a woman, somebody to be like, here's this, have it for free. It's like, what did I do to earn that? Like, I didn't work for this. You're giving me this for free for my car? This is weird to me. Like, weird. There's a catch to it. That's how I think. Yeah, that's how I think. Do I owe you now?
Do I owe you?
Do I owe you now?
Because I'll be telling
you're gonna hold this over my head? That's why I can't let people buy stuff from me. Don't hold it over my head. I can never allow you.
A lot of times, like, I think the favorite, this is the fucked up part about it. Like, I'd say it goes to some simple things, like you go on a date for girls. One thing that I've heard, like, my female friends, like, tell me is that, like, they'll go on dates with guys and whatnot, and, like, let's say the guy pays, the guy expects something now. That's been a huge thing to talk about. Yeah. Like, the guy will, like, expect, like, some head or, like, some, like, sex, something along those lines.
Yep.
And it's just, like, just because you paid a little $15 extra, like, and I'm like, that's fucked up. That's real fucked up.
That is, like, is she a sex worker at that point?
That's what.
Are you paying for a service?
That's the fucked part. Because it's like the guys just.
Are you paying
guys, for don't do that.
Hold on though. If you're a guy who has to do that, just practice talking to girls. You don't have to pay for things to make a girl want you. Fam. You know that, right? Like, you don't have to pay. Like if a girl wants you, if you make a girl want you, yeah. If you make a girl want you, you don't have to pay for her dinner. You could pay for her dinner or not, and you'll still go home and have a good night. Like,
don't lose sleep.
If you expect, if I pay, I will get something, you have nothing else to offer. You have nothing else to offer.
Like, yeah. So guys, like, if you expect that,
BMW
then might
drivers,
buy her a freaking what's those bags? What's those bags called?
Birkin.
Might as well buy her a Birkin just because you're expecting too much.
And if you're with a girl who's only gonna do things for money, does she love you?
She does.
Does she love you? Do you love a girl like that?
Do better.
Is she a wife or a prostitute at that point? Like, do you really want to be with a woman who you're only gonna do something when she pays or you pay for her?
Her pimp.
That's a little weird. That's odd.
Let's go to some sports, man.
We'll make this a quick episode. We can do a little hot take on each little sport topic. What's happening?
Get too into it.
Kevin Durant supposed to go to the Boston Celtics. Jaylen Brown. I don't like it. I don't like it. To be honest,
Jaylen Brown's a guy.
And plus that duo JT-JB, there's a future there. That's a future. That could JT-JB. That's the Jays. You know they call them the Jays. The Jays. That's what they are.
Are you in some, like,
I'm a Boston fan.
You're in some Celtic discords.
Bro, I'm on Instagram.
That's crazy.
Nah, bro. Yo, undisputed. They call them the Jays. Don't split up the Jays. Yo, and look at all. Okay, when I heard, because that's my team. When I heard, Kevin Durant for Jaylen Brown and a bunch of draft picks. Nets said throw Marcus Smart in there. You have a deal. Boston said no. Marcus Smart's the heart of the team. I will never ever be okay with them getting rid of him. Jaylen Brown, there's too much potential there as a singular player, but also as a duo with him and Jaylen or Jason. But now that you put it out there in the world, oh, hey, we proposed this trade. We're willing to get rid of this guy and you give us Kevin Durant. As Jaylen Brown, I'm never going back to the Celtics. That's disrespectful. I've stuck with you guys. You know, I show up when other people don't. I won't lie. I'm a Tatum fan. There's a few games where he wasn't there, but Jaylen Brown was.
So he scored 6 points. Was it 6 or 13?
I don't know. I probably blocked it out. That's traumatic. I block out trauma. but at the same time, I could talk for an hour about how it's not actually like Jason Tatum's fault. A lot of pressure on that guy. He's not a ball handler, but you know they want him to play point guard. Why?
I posted Kobe.
He posted Kobe and he won though. Yeah, but Kobe had a point guard. Tatum didn't have a point guard. Let's talk. Marcus Smart passes the ball. Marcus Smart play makes. No, he's a defensive player.
He's the heart of the team.
Heart of the team, yeah. So is friggin' Udonis on the Heat. He's the heart of the team. You see Tyler Hero throw him a lob.
41.
You see Tyler. Bro, he tripped and fell out of bounds. But that's what I'm saying. The heart of the team, it could mean whatever. But as Jaylen Brown, I feel disrespected. I don't want to come back. So I thought we ruined the chances. People talked to him after. And he's like, no, I still... Oh, a little voice crack. Went through puberty. People talk to him. How do you feel about Boston now? No, I still want to stay. Whatever. But then he also stated they're always trying to mess up our chemistry. Because think about it. A year ago, they tried to split up Tatum and Brown. Yeah, they can't play together. They can't do this. They sat in a room together and said, nah, we can play together. You're my brother. Let's go out there. And look how they turned the season around. Because for the longest time, media tries to split up the Celtics chemistry. Oh, who's doing this? Isaiah was going through all this stressful time, Isaiah Thomas. And they're trying to create controversy about it. The man lost his sister. Why did they like Boston like this so much? Like, people love to hate on them. And then, like, I feel like it's so opposite when it comes to, like, teams like the Lakers. No, you'll never hear a bad thing about the Lakers.
Yes, you do.
Everything is always. They could never do anything wrong. It's the Lakers.
Someone saying some shit about LeBron.
But that's LeBron. It's not the Lakers. I mean, like
Westbrook.
I mean, before like
Anthony Davis.
I'm not talking about right now. I'm talking about before LeBron was there and after LeBron's gone. You'll never hear nothing bad about the Lakers. But you're hearing bad things about LeBron because it's LeBron. You'll hear about LeBron everywhere he goes.
Like, man's forget. This guy just won a ring. 2020. Let's forget about
it. Didn't count. The bubble season,
bro. This guy won a ring, bro.
It didn't count.
This guy won a ring. 3 different teams.
It didn't count, bro. Friggin' the guy on the friggin'.
He's that guy.
The guy. What was his name? Was he on the Nuggets or the Knicks? He just went off. I don't know.
Like
TJ Warren dropped 40 points.
Yeah.
Bro, that season didn't count. Why is that guy dropping 40 again? That season didn't count. It's not real.
Out the gym like him, fam. Just what it is.
Nah, bro. There was something weird about it. Like, bro, the bums were good. The people who were good got thrown off.
The boy that can drop like, 20 now. 2018, boom.
Who?
Like TJ Warren.
20 and 18.
Like, you know, he can drop you 20. He can drop you 18.
Oh, I thought you meant like a stat line. No, 20 points, 18 assists. I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh,
he's not that.
No. Okay, but that's just because he got exposure. But like, he wasn't like that, fam. It wasn't a real season.
40 in the bubble.
That was not a real season.
Playoffs.
That was not a real season.
In the bubble.
That was not a real season. Miami shouldn't even have been there. They're lucky. They technically had home.
Man.
They technically had home court. They didn't go nowhere. Miami.
A lot of new hairstyles.
It's fake, right?
Some people don't.
It's fake, right?
The dreads, yeah. I think
Carl gonna say his hair didn't grow like that.
Yeah,
they believe it.
Some people just don't like it, like, because they're long. But I'm like,
okay, but it's fake hair. Why is he doing that?
Like, there's a lot of other stuff in the world that people should care more about than a man's hair. So let him do him.
I swear, like, people are taking it too serious. Yeah. It's probably for like a video. You don't think it's for like a photo shoot or a video?
He's chilling in them, like he's chilling in. Like,
I don't think you think he's gonna wear them during the season.
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think it's for not publicity, but something media wise. I think he's working on a project personally. Probably I think he's working on something. Could be in a. That's what I'm. I think that's what it is. People are taking it.
The movie has been crazy. I just remembered.
Jimmy, what?
The movie world has been crazy right now. I just remembered something.
What's even happening in the movie world?
Nah, it's so specific just because of the Flash.
Oh.
You know how it's fucked up. It's so fucked up, guys. Ezra's a bastard.
To be honest, I need to do my homework because I don't know what you're talking about.
Right so basically, guys, like the main actor for the Flash movie that was supposed to come like November 22nd of 2022, yeah, this guy is just a fuck up. Like, this guy was getting fights in bars, just doing a lot of fuckery, getting arrested multiple times, and DC is just trying to, like, they're kind of cover up. Like, bro, just hold it down for a bit. So, let's get the movie out. Man saying, let's hold it down so we can get the movie out, and then this guy wants to go get arrested again. So everyone's debating right now, like, you know the CW show, like the one on Netflix, The Flash? Mm-hmm. So people are like, oh, it's like Grant Gustin. I think that's how you say it. But it's like, should he just become the one in the movie and like replace it?
The guy from the show.
Yeah, just like the show, just put him in the DC movie.
Like the Barry Allen I know?
Yeah, the one you would know, to put him as Ezra.
Why not? Wait, Ezra? Who's
Ezra's the one that's fucking everything up.
Somebody in my driveway. You heard that? That was weird. But I mean, why not? Like, that's the one people know and love. Like, that's like making Iron Man a different character. Like, he's not Iron Man, but like, it's like if they change up Thor. Bro, I'm only gonna... It's like when they do Batman. But DC needs to stop doing that. Stop switching your actors.
So it's not like he's the movie one. He's a TV show.
Still, keep it the same one. It's like when they do WandaVision, the same one in the movies, the same one in the show. Or like Loki. It's not a different Loki.
They started in the they started in the movies. All of them started in the movies. He'd be like the first one starting from the shows.
Still.
I agree.
Still.
They should put him. He's a guy.
Well, that's like... Doesn't Captain Marvel have a show? The girl? Or no, she had a movie first. Okay, but still.
That's what I'm saying. They all have movies first, but...
Come on.
He's a guy. He can do his thing. All right, I like him. I love the Flash, guys. I love the Flash, the show. So I think he'll be a good fit. But this guy Ezra's been fucking it up, and it's not looking good for him. It's not looking good for his career. Kind of squandered it all.
What else was there? Julio Jones, Contavious. You know, I saw a comment and it was like, "Oh, Falcons fans after seeing this, his name's Contavious now." I'm pretty sure like the joke is that's his real name, but they call him Julio. But now Falcons fans are haters. But the thing about it, you think he'll do good on the Bucks?
And that's why I'm like, I'm surprised he went to Tom Brady due to what happened.
Tom Brady recruited him.
Yeah,
Tom Brady reached out to him.
You're saying, okay, I'm gonna join your team because you beat me. What was it, 24-3?
28-3.
It's not looking good. You should have a ring. He's the reason why you don't.
No, but he went to the Titans first.
Yeah, that's...
But
he thought he was going to do something and didn't. That, like, blame...
I think he went there for the money. But now he's too old. Yeah, he didn't have a quarterback. But when's the time where he actually had a really good quarterback? I don't think Matt Ryan was as good as Julio made him look. I think Julio made him look better because there was a span of 5-6 years where Julio, undisputed best receiver in the league, over Antonio. Like, it was always up between Antonio and Julio.
Like, he was a top 5. He was a top 5 QB.
Stats wise. Not IQ, not gameplay, not ability.
Got to the finals.
Okay, but top 5, like, yes, but that's because Julio. They had a crazy offense. And Freeman at the running back.
Was a crazy running back.
They had a really good defense too.
He's a backup.
But so is that whole Falcons like roster. Yeah. They're just too old. That's the thing. They had their time. But Julio's too old now. That's what I think. Like, he disappeared the last 3 years. He's too old. His hamstring's bad.
He's got a lot of injuries, so it's like I can't really
soft tissue.
Hope he gets in the gym.
But you can't help soft tissue. You can help hard tissue. Like if you have bicep injuries or whatever it is, you train it gets stronger. You can't train soft tissues. Your hamstrings, if you have hamstring, ACL, things like that throughout your career, they'll never go away because they're soft tissue and you can't get rid of those things. You can train to avoid them, but there's like small little things you can do. But that's why people think he might be a different person on the Bucks because of Brady's trainer. Forget his name. It's not Mike Garoppolo. That's a reporter. Something like that. MG is his initials, I'm pretty sure. But he's like a pliability coach. Like that's how Brady's had longevity in the game. He does pliability, not like
Brady's on a run.
He's on a run?
No, he doesn't run.
He runs now? Barely. You didn't see him last season? Bro, he's fast now. He's fast.
He runs out the pocket every once in a blue moon.
But he gets a first down. At least he's not Lamar Jackson running backwards down the field, running backwards, get tackled, fumble the ball.
Get the TD. Don't worry about it.
Bro, just get the first down. Get the first down, throw the touchdown. You're a quarterback.
This will be a 2-time MVP. Just know that. Lamar Jackson.
Is that enough? Is that enough?
I'm not saying he's winning the ring. I'm just saying he's going to get that MVP.
I think he's like the Giannis of the NFL.
The Giannis?
Yeah. He's the Giannis of the NFL. Why? Young, promising, athletic, MVPs, other awards. So Giannis is more so defensive. Obviously, Lamar's an offensive player.
Josh Allen, how are we even
Josh Allen doesn't have awards to his name. I don't like Lamar, but I'll give him credit. He has awards.
Josh Allen is about to get a ring.
Josh Allen's like the John Morant. I lied. Yeah, maybe. I said Josh Allen's the John Morant. Like, nothing yet, but it's happening. It's coming.
It's happening.
It's coming.
It's on the come up. Then what? Man, Mahomes not looking good. Tyreek Hill, I'm telling you, that was crucial. I
always said to people, Tyreek made him better than he is. I promise you. Tyreek is a receiver where you could close your eyes and say, he's up there somewhere.
He's down there.
Throw the ball. There. He's down there somewhere. He's going to get there because he's faster than the other guys. So he's there. So who does he have now? He has like those young, kind of no-name receivers, which is not good for Mahomes. And his offensive line is hurt. In terms of, I'm pretty sure some of them left, some of them didn't get re-signed, and some of them are injury-prone. His offensive line is hurt. He has Travis Kelce. That's another thing about Julio. Bucks lost Gronk. But at least Julio's a big body now.
Retired.
He's retired. So they don't have him. But Julio's a big target.
Might end up playing for the Bengals.
Some people think he's just going to come out of retirement before the season starts. Come back to the Bucks. It's just like a Gronk thing. Some people think. Gronk-like. Me personally, I don't. You know, it's very Gronk of him. Me, I don't think he's coming back.
You don't think he's coming back?
Nope. Why? He only wanted to come back for a bit. Like, he came back for the ring. That's it. Whatever. He tried another one. Whatever. Like, he's still hurt. His body's still hurting.
Oh, still hurting. This guy was looking good.
I just don't think he's coming back.
I lost in fantasy that year.
I won in fantasy that year.
That was unfortunate stuff.
No, last year I won fantasy. The year before, no. Have we done 2 or 3 years?
It's been like 3 years.
Yeah, because David won one.
I just know I won.
Yeah.
Whatever this guy's shit. I won when Lamar Jackson got MVP.
Carried.
Won my fantasy.
Carried.
Won my fantasy.
Carried. Bro, I had Alvin Kamara on my team dropping like 50 a game. 50 fantasy points a game, and I still lost.
What else happened?
Sports-wise?
Yeah. I'm even thinking, R.I.P. to Bill Russell. Champion.
R.I.P. Big Bill. Damn.
I'm surprised. You don't hear those things too often. Like NBA.
It's, yeah.
Coming that time where...
I'm scared of the day Larry goes, because it's not too far away. Actually, no, Larry Bird's like Jordan's age, a little older, yeah. Magic but like that era.
Magic age.
Yeah, you're right.
If Magic's beating all them, then hey, man. Magic's still kicking.
Magic's hanging on.
Magic's hanging on, so
he's hanging on to something. I don't know.
He's out here, so
man, I don't think anything else is really happening in sports. It's that boring time of the year where just baseball's on.
I've been watching soccer. Soccer's been crazy.
Soccer's on. Yeah.
Ronaldo played today. I have to see how that went, but I know Haaland played this weekend. This guy had his first match against Liverpool, and he shat the bed.
Who's Haaland?
He's a Norwegian player. He's a huge guy. Like guys.
Like these? Didn't he come from a different sport?
No. But he's just a big man. Like he's just a
bro. Tell me.
You know Lewandowski?
No.
Wow.
Okay, wait. Tell me why I should respect soccer. Yeah. Honestly, I'm being so serious right now. Tell me why I or anybody should respect soccer as a sport. As a professional sport, if Alex Ovechkin came from the NHL and scored a goal in his first game, what the hell is that?
This guy signed like a 1-day contract. This guy signed
and he scored. Took him 1 day.
To some random Russian team to face some.
Nah, it's not random.
Farmer,
it's professional.
Everything was professional. If you saw the goal, that shot was horrible. That shot,
but it went in.
He had to score.
There's professionals.
He had to score.
There's professionals who shoot horrible shots that go in.
That match wasn't going to end till he scored.
Or they shoot great shots that miss. Yeah. All that matters is if it goes in.
Ovechkin is looking old.
He kicked it and it went in.
Retired.
He kicked it and it went in.
He's a guy. But I'm telling you, like,
do you think it's harder to score? Hold on. Do you think it's harder to score a basket in basketball or a goal in soccer?
Or goal in soccer.
Okay. Do you think if you went to a Russian basketball team, what do you think you would have dropped?
Like fucking 28.
Okay, get out of here. No. If you can score a goal,
shot 28. What?
No. I don't even think this is why I don't respect soccer, because the fact he went in there and it's supposed to be harder. It's supposed to be harder, and he still did it on a professional team, mind you. Professional team. If he went to a professional basketball team, he's not even getting close to the basket. I'm sorry, he's getting locked up. He's getting clamped. He's not scoring a three. He's not shooting nothing.
That's the thing. Soccer is so big. Like, there is so much soccer teams in the world. Like, country-wise.
It's pretty saturated. Yeah,
country-wise.
If you ask me, it's a little easy to get in there.
I think
it's a big roster. I'm just saying, there's a big roster on every team.
But a lot of people in the world playing it and whatnot. A lot of factors. But
there's too many teams
overall. But it's like, you say there's too many teams. You don't even know about the leagues in like India, the leagues in Nigeria.
I know about them. I bet on them. I bet on those.
I don't know about those three.
I've been betting on Brazilian basketball.
Bro,
I'm showing you.
But not overall, soccer is just so big to a point where it's like there's just so much leagues. There has to be, and then once you become a star in that small league, boom, you get that Man City trial, you get that Arsenal trial, that FC Barcelona trial, you know, and then that's how boom. Like for example, Alphonso Davies. This guy was in Vancouver, Canadian, plays for Team Canada. Like, he's our like golden boy right now, actually, and he was just a player in like Vancouver, in the ice caps, white caps, or whatever, and then boom, FC Barn, up there team. Said, there's that black guy. They're over here. Boom.
Who's FC Barn?
There's a team in Germany that doesn't lose. Just view it like that. There's a team in Germany that doesn't lose.
Money team or no? Money team or no?
They have bread. They don't lose.
I feel like soccer's a money sport
100%.
Too. Soccer's a money sport.
It doesn't make sense right now. Like, Barcelona have no money. Like, that's why they couldn't get Messi again. Like, they're just moshed up, and they get like 4 transfers this year. Like, they got 4 huge transfers, and I'm just like, how? Everyone's wondering. Like, everyone's making fun of Barcelona, but also like, how are they actually getting this money to pay for these players? Because
that's what I'm saying. Like
60 mil, 80 mil.
There's a lot of, like, isn't there teams, or like in recent history, like recently, wasn't there a team or a few teams that just paid for like all the best players? Isn't that Paris right now? Don't they have Mbappe and Messi and they have other good people and Neymar? I didn't even know that, you know.
I think Di Maria just left.
But that's what I'm saying. That's a money team. Is it? Like, I don't know soccer. Is that a money team?
Let's just say there's good coaches that fund it, and like the more you win, like you get money for winning like different tournaments and all these different things, and like like funded. So if you win like Champions League, you're gonna get your team's gonna get a whole lot of money just from winning.
Okay, so because it's mostly based on these tournaments and money based, I say money based, maybe it's not, but like, is there ever a chance for a really bad team, like a notoriously bad team, to ever be great? If they'll never win a tournament, they'll never get money and whatever, are they just gonna have to find these low key gems, build them up over the years?
Yes.
Is that the only way? They don't have a chance of signing like a big name player.
Because it'd be like, why?
Because you look at the NFL and it's like, so like, remember OBJ? Remember OBJ went to the Browns?
Okay,
like, does that stuff happen in soccer?
You can get players go on loan. Players go on loan in soccer, so it's like you can have a player for maybe a season or two, but then they're gonna go back to their other team.
That's odd to me.
Soccer's slavery, fam. Soccer's like slavery.
Yeah, it's a business. I heard, like, it's straight
people. Like, cattle.
It's weird.
It's cattle slavery. I'm telling you.
Yeah, because like, to me, being a football fan, I don't hear about those things. Oh yeah,
holy.
Yeah, we talk too much. See, this is why we can't touch on sports. Can't touch on sports. It doesn't stop.
Crazy, boy.
Man.
Oh,
things come in. Yes or no? Do we leak it or tease it? Or just, you know,
a lot of teases, a lot of leaks. We got things coming. Well, harmless, but expect possibly a little compilation. Like, realistically, we've been saying this probably in the other episode. Like, we just leaked all the other episodes, and it could just be like, we've been talking about these compilations. But yeah, we might leak some content for you guys.
We have things coming. A lot of things planned. Like we said, working and doing a podcast.
July's been progressive. August even better.
Yeah. We're pulling some strings. We're pulling some strings. And things are coming. We're pulling some strings.
Minor
things take time.
Major comeback.
Things take time, and time will pay. Time will show.
But thank you guys for watching. Episode. It's been a great another episode. This is not episode like fucking 10,000 and shit. But hey, we love it, man. We love it.
10,000 to us.
10,000 to us.
Number or whatever to you guys. I don't know, but
not for real, guys. We love and appreciate you guys. Hope you like it. Subscribe, like the video, share it. Tell your friends, tell your girlfriends, tell your boyfriends.
Tell your grandma.
Your aunties. Tell the aunties.
Tell your little cousin.
And we're out.